Governor Dan McKee says he's not happy with the budget bill lawmakers sent him.
While he had sharp words for the spending plan, he says he will not veto it. 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi joins us now live in studio, and what he asked the governor and why. Ted?
Well, Mike Shannon, over his 4 years as governor, Dan McKee has generally prided himself on a collaborative working relationship with General Assembly leaders, but at the moment they are not on the same page.
They gave us a bad budget.
Governor Dan McKee explaining why he won't sign the $14.3 billion budget plan that state lawmakers approved this month.
You didn't have to raise the auto cost for owning an automobile in the state. You didn't have to raise the cost for owning a home in the state. You didn't have to raise the cost on health care.
Among the provisions the governor takes issue with, a 2-cent increase in the gas tax to fund RIPTA, a new $4 monthly fee on health insurance plans, and the so-called Taylor Swift tax on million-dollar second homes. Yet McKee is not issuing a veto, meaning the budget will still become law just without his signature. He downplayed the idea a veto might have forced changes. What makes you so sure that if you hadn't vetoed it, they might have dropped something like the health insurance assessment because of the political pressure you're putting on them this morning?
Well, they can do that. They can go revise the budget right now if they choose to do it. I think the message to the people is they need to talk to their General Assembly members.
But the Assembly's top Democrats, House Speaker Joe Shekarchi and Senate President Val Lawson, dismissed McKee's criticism, saying in a joint statement, "We were proud to again pass a balanced and responsible budget with bipartisan support that delivered for Rhode Islanders by addressing our state's health care crisis and continuing to improve access to housing that families can afford."
I think the governor has a point.
Michael DeBiase tracks the budget closely as head of the Rhode Island Public Expenditure Council.
Spending went up, about 11% over the last 2 years. That's almost twice the rate of inflation. So they added, the General Assembly added about $65 million to the governor's spending plans.
Meantime, House Republican leader Mike Chippendale accused McKee of a political stunt in calling today's news conference, suggesting the governor was motivated by concern about his re-election campaign next year. Ted Nesi, 12 News.